Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today is the last day for 1.99% financing on the Tesla Model Y, 0% on the Model 3. I feel like I sound like a broken record at this point, but now let's talk about what's next, because if you're watching this right now, you're probably not at a Tesla store picking up your Tesla Model Y or Model 3. You're sitting at home strategizing and trying to figure out what is going to be happening in the next quarter, and is it going to be a better deal or not? Let's talk about from a viewpoint what we're seeing, and also found some people that are talking about it as well. So we're going to take a look at that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. We've got a free email newsletter, so if you want to join, definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. Today's live stream is partnered and sponsored by Mini Revs, where you can basically get a Hot Wheels of 2025 version. Shout out to Matt from PC Service for sending us or giving us that tip, who just ordered one. It's a pretty cool product, so definitely check it out. And we're giving away 2 of them this month. More details on that later. And so, okay, 1.99% ends today, or really they put tomorrow, but pretty much ends today. And you must take delivery by today. So a lot of you out there probably at this point have not taken delivery of a Model Y or Model 3. There's a lot of you out there that also took delivery today. There's people that are at a Tesla store as late as probably going to be till 10 p.m. trying to pick up a Tesla Model Y or Model 3 or any of the Tesla. But really, what's going to be next? Let's talk about what are the potential promotions that Tesla could be rolling out on the Model Y, Model 3 in the near future. And really, to be honest, TLDR, I think it's just going to be a repeat of current incentives. I do not think, besides like Cybertruck, Model Y probably just going to be another 1.99% financing, maybe 0.99% if we're lucky. I saw a post earlier that China has actually already extended their promotions all the way to the end of July, and it's the same thing. Now, a couple things that could be a factor here. Of course, the $7,500 EV tax credit could be ending soon. It's in the Senate House for debate, and seems like it's not going too smoothly. It seems like a lot of GOP Senate is trying to change other things, but more so it's over like the Medicaid stuff and insurance and all those other things. Maybe not about electric vehicles. I think the common sentiment is maybe people don't care too much about electric vehicles spending the $7,500 on every single vehicle. But one thing is interesting is that Elon is posting a lot more about the One Big Beautiful Bill, and also he just posted today saying that he's going to create a new party if the One Big Beautiful Bill passes. So maybe deliveries and Tesla sales aren't as bad as we think. But another thing is we will see the production and delivery numbers in essentially like a week from now when Tesla will report those numbers. But I'm still hoping and waiting for Model Y 7-seater or just a third row Model Y, and of course Model Y Performance. Fingers crossed. That'd be pretty awesome if we see a Model Y Performance in the next month or so. It seems like a lot of people are out there waiting for like the Model Y Performance. There's a lot of talk about like the tax credit. I mean, 0% in August would be really pretty sick as well. But don't forget, they could go a full month, because if you're brand new to this, if this is the first video you've ever watched on like Tesla deals and everything, how Tesla works is quarter by quarter. And so July next month, tomorrow or today, whenever you're watching this, is the first month of the third quarter. And so we usually see better incentives, better discounts and everything as the quarter goes through like the first and second month. But usually typically it's in the past, it used to be like all the way to like the third month in which we would see an incentive, but now they're pulling it ahead. So I would say at earliest, maybe they'll even pull it ahead again to like a July 15th. But if you're waiting for a financial offer, because typically how the pattern rolls out is like the first month they try and do like lease specials, inventory discounts, then the second month they rip off the band-aid and do like a finance promotion, which I feel like it's only going to be like a 1.99 promotion, even because of the $7,500 federal tax credit disappearing. But a lot of people are starting to take delivery and take advantage of it, because they're starting to realize, hey, I don't want to risk the $7,500 disappearing. I just want to lock in the incentive and everything. So you can see Model Y inventory is trending downwards at this late stage of the month, and we can see the Model 3 inventory, the pink line, also trending downwards. People are starting to take delivery. S and X is a weird one. I'm starting to see some chatter that Model X's are getting delayed for delivery for the brand new one. So unfortunate, for everybody out there that is trying to pick up the new refresh. And you can see Cybertruck. That's why I feel like if you're waiting for a Cybertruck, I mean, we're also in a very good position right now as well. But if you're waiting for a Cybertruck, you can see, I mean, let's talk about this. There's 0% with full self-driving and inventory not really going anywhere. And what's also interesting with this is that, this is 0% financing with full self-driving attached. I really feel like they are going to be bringing back, or they're going to be bringing back 0% financing, and they're not going to require full self-driving attached to it. And so that's a big prediction I think is going to be on the next quarter for Tesla Cybertruck. So if you're waiting on the sidelines for that, it could be a nice time frame for you to be able to get into a Tesla Cybertruck. And the one thing is, for sure, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. In case you're wondering about all the different current offers, you can see it on Tesla's website. They made a brand new page where you can see all the different discounts, all the different incentives. And I guess my curiosity with this is that, what is this page going to look like tomorrow? Are they going to be that quick to be able to turn it around and update the page and keep it updated current with all the different incentives that could be happening? Or is this one going to be one of those like blog post type of pages where they just update it when they need to, or when they feel like it is a good time to be able to do that? But let us know what your thoughts are. I mean, there's plenty of ways to save on discounts on Teslas, but don't forget, you also need to try and get the most maximum value for your vehicle as well. And so that's why we partnered with Give Me the VIN. You could just sell your vehicle from the comfort of your home. They can pick it up from your driveway or go to one of the local buying centers. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. What's cool with this is because, we want to get you maximum value for your vehicle, and they do as well, but they have a customized support. And so instead of just working with like a widget and just giving you value, you can work with them and negotiate with them to try and get you the maximum value for your vehicle. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. And on top of that, they're doing a $25,000 cash giveaway when you sell them a vehicle into the contest and everything. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. In other Tesla news, I mean, we've got this like affordable models thing that was supposed to release by the end of the second quarter, and nowhere to be found in terms of an announcement. But Sawyer had a good point here that, quote, Tesla said affordable models would start production in the first half of 2025. They never said anything about unveiling them in the first 2025 or half of 2025. Hopefully soon, though. And so, a little bit of of course, just looking into the words, everything. Zong posted this: Tesla investors, fasten your seatbelts when Tesla's quarter two deliveries are about to be released. And Elon tweets about politics again at the same time. Basically, I think talking about how strong the politics are here, or how strong the deliveries might be, with Elon talking a bunch about it in the near future and currently right now as well. And there is opposition to some of the funding that could be blocked from like the federal funds for electric vehicle factories and everything. But here's an interesting post from Inside EVs. Some Republicans are quietly urging Trump to keep the EV money flowing. And not only, in other news, not only is Tesla incentives ending as well, I think it's even bigger for Rivian incentives. And so you can see a lot of them are ending, like $599 lease deals, $12,500 off in leasing offers, and an extra $5,000 off on R1 Tri, California Dune, and everything. And this one's a bigger one, and maybe not as hyped up as much, because basically what's happening here, Rivian is stopping support of the $7,500 EV tax credit, and they're basically rolling the risk and saying that if you take delivery after July 1st, we might have it, we might not have it, because of what's happening with the tax credit and everything that is going on out there. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. I know you're hunting for a deal on a Tesla, but what if I told you could get one free now this month? Say hello to Mini Revs, the ultimate Tesla miniature company. These aren't just toys. They're crazy cool, insanely accurate replicas that bring Tesla cutting edge design right to your desk. Check out this epic black Cybertruck that even has a little ATV. And right now, Mini Revs is running an amazing giveaway. Use promo code Dennis when ordering your Mini Rev and get 10% off, and 2 random orders this month will get a free Cybertruck with their order. So check out mini revs down below in the description, and don't miss your chance to win a free Tesla Cybertruck. Big thanks to mini revs for partnering with us, and let's get back on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. And yeah, definitely check out Mini Revs down below. They're running a giveaway right now. And I checked in with them the other day, and only one person had placed an order. So good chance for any of you out there. I mean, Mini Revs is essentially selling the Hot Wheels of 2025. Shout out to Matt's PC service for giving us that tagline after he just purchased one and is waiting for delivery and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Let's see who dropped by. Blueberry, thanks for coming in. Mountain, great to see you. Nag, Travis, thanks for coming in. UP on Seas, nice. Thanks for coming in. RC, Rick, Mountain, Harvey, thanks for coming in. U-Haul, Riam, let's see, DTB, thanks for coming in as well. And Shabada, thanks for coming in. Alex Hall and Tim Hardman, thank you all for dropping by. And Matt, thank you for the super chat as well. You bought a mini rev free supercharging by Tommy Bahamut and Nordstrom. Oh, wow, nice. Congrats on that. Finding a little hack there. The Gardens Mall has free charging. Very cool to see. And very nice to see as well. I went yesterday to the Tesla store. It was so busy, like 20 potential buyers. Nag, yeah, 100%. Like with this 1.99 ending and all the different changes that could be happening, people probably just want to lock it down and everything. Up on Seas for Dennis's CT. Yes, Cybertruck is gone. Definitely check out that video earlier that we posted like about an hour ago to hear about what's going on and what's happening with it. But it will be missed for sure. RC, I'm thinking better lease deals or better deals. Seems like Tesla has been really slow since Clay's closed down for retooling. Yeah, I mean, maybe they're making changes to the production lines, but I mean, I think people are still buying because I'm starting to see a lot of Model Ys on the road these days. Rick, do you see the news about Mexico working on an own EV that they want to debut at the World Cup next year? Sub 10K price for the low end. Hey, that'd be interesting. I mean, might as well, right? I mean, at this point, like the world is so interconnected. They've got the manpower, they've got the factories, they can develop their own, just like how China is developing how China has 100 EVs in their area. I wish he would stop posting and focus more on the product. Mountain, yeah, with Elon, doing all these different crazy things. Yeah, 100%. Harvey, thanks for coming. Once the buyback happens for the Cybertruck, are you getting another? I would say more than likely, for sure. U-Haul, hit the like button, 100%. Give me 0%. I have no excuse to buy a Tesla. Riam, yeah, 100%. And maybe that's what it will take. I mean, one thing is for sure, and essentially a week from now, when we see delivery numbers and everything, we'll then have a better, accurate viewpoint on what type of incentives could be rolling out. The one thing is, though, we definitely might not see any incentives before like the shareholder call or the Q3 or Q2 earnings call, which usually happens like sometime in later this month, and also the delivery numbers. So it could be a bit like we might not see any incentives for all of July, because sometimes that's what it takes for nothing to happen. 0% for zero DTB, like zero down 0%. Yeah, 100%. Oh no, that is me. X is delayed now. Why, Mountain? Yeah, it's weird, right? Maybe it's because it's like a new model. Sometimes we see that with new, like maybe it could be blocked by like the different authorities in the government, but we could easily, who knows at this point. Model X, the refresh that wasn't. Yeah, 100%. We should stop calling it a refresh. It's almost like a, what is it? Just like the feature update. It's not a refresh at all. Do you happen to know if and when the full self-driving transfer will end? Sabada, maybe by the end of this year, I would say. There's nothing that is in writing, but of course Tesla does say that they can change it and end it at any moment. But right now it's still like locked in. Tim, yesterday, best option incentive I could find was 2,000. They said the policy was limited to just one incentive. Heard this from 2 Arizona sales offices and 1 in California, Chula Vista. Yeah, that makes sense. And that's why we're probably seeing like, I mean, the cool thing is you can definitely stack it, like a $2,000 loyalty incentive, that if you have like an older Model Y, plus like $1,000 to $2,000 option credit, plus maybe like America's Hero, 1,000. And so the biggest we've seen combination with all those is around $5,000 off. But yeah, corporate probably came down and figured out like there's just too much of those incentives or discounts being stacked together. We need to put a limiter on it. You think Canada will do 0% on the CT coming up? Dalton, I think Canada, or I think all markets are going to be doing 0 with all this inventory sitting. It's Tesla's most inventory vehicle next to like the Model X. Jules, Tesla needs to be aggressive as ever now that tax credits are ending probably sooner than later. Yeah, I mean, essentially, if you look at like Rivian's playbook right now, they were trying to get like 700, 800, $900 for a lease vehicle for an R1S and R1T. Now they're pretty much like, hey, you know what? Let's just try and move vehicles, and we need to go down to like 599 or whatever the payment is. Danford, my Model Y Quicksilver has been pushed back from today, 6:30 to 7:11. Manager in Elisa Vejo says 1.99 will be honored. I'm thinking rate will be 0% soon. And that is probably what, corporate came down. And usually that does happen. I didn't want to say like that was going to be happening because you never know with Tesla, I feel like. But if anybody's out there that doesn't have a delivery date or a pending delivery date that's now been pushed to July, Tesla will most likely honor it. And I don't think we'll see like a 0% early on, because what will most likely happen is Tesla knows that they need to honor these 0%, or sorry, they need to honor these 1.99 locked in deals and everything. And so we won't see a more aggressive interest rate until all those 1.99s are delivered, which will take 1, 2, 3 weeks, which gives them time actually until their earnings call. And then after the earnings call, they drop the hammer and drop a big incentive, maybe even a bigger incentive, if anything, or maybe just go back to 1.99 because 1.99 worked for the Model Y and they know it does. And so we might just see a repeat, so to speak. In this next topic, six-seater Model Y. Now we've got a new announcement, new rumor that this could be a July launch. I mean, six-seater does make a lot more sense, and I'd be pretty excited to see if and when this actually comes out. Still feel like it's a small-ish vehicle, but I want to see what the 0.9 inches six-seater Model Y could be released with. It's rumored to launch in China in July, which, I mean, if we follow and if we look at all the different launches that Tesla has done recently with the Model 3 and the Model Y, usually it gets launched in China first, like 1 month ahead, and then a month later it gets launched in the US. So if we were to do that funky math, then maybe that's like an August to September type of launch for a third row six-seater Model Y that is going to be coming out. So fingers crossed on that. I would love to see like a July launch in US or maybe even an August launch, but that'd be cool to see. Initially expect to roll out in China only. This version now appears set for release in other regions as well, according to the latest 2025.20 code. This one is from this post where TMTC Mensla said breaking six-seater Model Y will be launched in China in July. And so very cool to see. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. Are you going to be looking for a deal like this on a Model Y six-seater, or would you rather have the traditional seven-seater from the models before? Now that you've bought your Tesla or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks to everyone. U-Haul Quicksilver, sleekest color. Yeah, Quicksilver is nice. It almost makes me sad that we wrapped it, but hey, still, so is satin red with Flexi Shield is a great color as well. How do you track inventory? Rumors have it Canada, Tesla Canada not making any inventories of CTs due to tariffs, so inventory looks slim there. Yeah, I saw a post like in which Tesla in the Canada market, like deliveries and sales have gone essentially down to 0 for the new side because of all the different price increases. And like Tesla, they've got like 25 stores out there, and maybe they're super empty. maybe it's time to figure out a game plan for that. U-Haul third row Model Y. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick to see a third row Model Y. And six-seater actually does make a lot more sense, especially if you got like kids, family, you want the baby seats to stay kind of stable. And then if you want to access that third row, you just walk through the middle. It's actually makes more a lot of sense. And that's why people prefer on a Model X for the 6-seater. Adam, if the 6-seater has an extended wheelbase, then maybe. Yeah, it all depends like how big that wheelbase is or how much longer it is. At 5.9 inches, you know, I mean, at this point, Tesla could be grasping at any straws or really taking whatever they can get. I mean, they hyped up the Model X being 1 inch longer, and so there's a lot of interesting things that are happening on the Tesla side. In this next topic, here's the full Tesla product portfolio. Tesla posted this, and there's one interesting vehicle here that isn't necessarily known and also kind of grayed out as well. Sorry, posted this Tesla product portfolio. Our mission is our products minimize emissions and maximize safety. We've got the semi truck right here, trucking. We've got plenty of bots, AI computers, industrial batteries up here in the top right. They got solar, home battery, Robotaxi. We know this, plus Cybertruck model, all of the different models, Model 3Y SX, and of course the Robo van as well with more robot bots and everything. But down here in the middle area, lower middle area, you can see a couple things that kind of stick out here. We've got a robot that is pushing a baby stroller with two family members right next to it. And we've got a vehicle right here that is got a silhouette of a vehicle. And of course, maybe, I mean, Tesla wouldn't put like another vehicle here, right? They would only put like a vehicle that made a lot of sense. And so very interesting to see. It almost makes it look like a Prius, Honda Civic. I mean, it is a hatchback, so I'm not sure what this actually is, or is this something that they're trying to give us a little bit of preview of, or are we just looking into it way too much like we always are? But let us know what you think this hidden model is, and what vehicle would you rather see on the Tesla lineup and everything. But we're gonna jump into the live stream comments. But one thing's for sure, if you're buying a new Tesla, it does not come with this, and that's a set of all-weather floor mats. My favorite set so far right now is a set by 3W Liners, and I've tried all the different floor mats that are out there: 3D Mats USA, Tasmanian, and a bunch of Amazon ones, and by far these are going to be my favorite set. I've got them in our Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and also Cybertruck as well. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, not only will you save 25% off and get a set under $100, you'll support the channel as well. So definitely check out our partner 3W Liner floor mats down below in the description, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. And 3W just sent us a highest exclusive promo code, Dennis35, for 35% off. They also released their pro version of their Model Y floor mats as well. Very OEM plus like. So definitely check it out. Link down below. You can see it's got like a metal plate and everything to keep all the dirt in, because that's the point of all weather floor mats. And of course, if you use any of the links down below in the description, you do support the channel as well for purchasing accessories that I highly recommend. And I only recommend like 3 because there's a lot of them out there, like the fluff, that is not really worth it. And having been through someone that has done like 7 or 8 Teslas, there's really only like 3 accessories that are highly worth it. Matt, Elon versus Trump, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Nice. Thank you, Star Trek 209. New Spock. Yeah, thank you, Matt, for that. Mountain, Tesla needs to work on delivering vehicles and answering the phone. Why do they struggle so? Yeah, it's tough to get people on the phone. Even like I'm going through a thing right now, and I know it's not even worth it to call. I might as well just like try and message them or email them or whichever. Carlos or Carlitos Sway, thanks for coming in. I pulled the trigger today and took delivery of my new Model Y Robo Drive and received 1K Lyft credit, 500 loyalty, and 1.99% APR. Nice, Carlitos. Enjoy in good health, and thanks for reporting in on your new deal. The biggest question now is, if you're just joining in, what is next? Because the 1.99 is ending, 0% is ending. What do you guys think is going to be happening next in the next quarter for all of the Tesla vehicles, including the Model Y? What type of deal will we see in the near future? In this next topic, Lucid Gravity versus other Tesla models. Here's a quick analysis of the new SUV that Lucid is rolling out. And I gotta say, they're finally starting to deliver these vehicles. And I've read some good, I've also read some bad with the tech, the screens, and everything. But here's a quick little thread on the Lucid Gravity charging performance versus Tesla models. You can see on 1000-volt chargers up to 400K kilowatts for the Gravity adds 200 real world miles, or in 10.5 minutes. You can see with the Tesla ones, nearly as fast, adding 200 miles in over 10.5 minutes. On Tesla V3 chargers, you can see that it adds 250 kilowatts, or about 200 miles, in 16.5 minutes for the Model X. Model X, 170 miles in 50 minutes for V3 superchargers, and Model Y, 162 miles in 15 minutes on V3. Cybertruck, 150 miles in 15 minutes on the V3. So we can see kind of from here that it kind of looks like the Gravity is better performing on all aspects. And that's kind of my gripe right now with Tesla vehicles. It seems like the competition is starting to get better with like these superchargers, or at least maybe they're starting to take more risk with speed and everything. And we've already seen some reviews in which people love the interior space of the Gravity. It's the tech that could be a little lacking. And so my question to you all is like, do you prefer like a bigger space vehicle, maybe a better ride, or is technology, the screen, the usability, the UI, after you've driven a Tesla, is that your most important factor now after experiencing like the newest and latest and greatest technology in vehicles, like usability and everything? But certainly let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. U-Haul Lucid range extender. Yeah. Has anybody done like a range test on the Lucid Gravity? I don't think I've seen one yet. YLN, at least a rear-wheel drive Model 3 Highland for 412 months, $412 a month, 15K miles, zero down, cannot beat that deal. Yeah, that type of level, you are probably almost paying, it's almost paying for itself if you got like a charging setup. UP on us, UP on C's. Up on C's, all those other manufacturers are toast now that Tesla has full self-driving. Yeah, I see those type of posts a lot, and I think it's great. I do enjoy the full self-drivings, and I think it's a fantastic technology. But I do think about this a lot. Like, what is the actual utilization of full self-driving in all of the Tesla owners, and like, does it actually matter that like a vehicle has full self-driving over one that doesn't? Because yes, I do use full self-driving a majority of the time, but at the same time, like, would I be able to get into a different vehicle that doesn't have similar capabilities? Probably not. But we're also like on the edge of the maybe the use cases of using full self-driving and trusting full self-driving more than like the usual person and everything. Lavendi, when till the latest possible for tax credit? Deal only gets better later in the year. Well, now that the tax credit could be ending on September 30th of this year, will there even be a need for incentives from Tesla in the next quarter? I like the look of the Polestars, but again, they're not even close with the full self-driving tech. Yeah, I 100% agree. Like, we've been raving these past few days on the Escalade IQ. I haven't tried the Super Cruise, but I've heard of it. I've heard it's decent. And so maybe that's like the next step. But also, I don't know if I would be buying a Escalade IQ until like if a deal was like $700 a month with the lease. Like, and if you don't believe me that it's possible, it definitely is, because like the Hummer electric vehicle, they're giving them away at like $600 a month. And so we could easily see, depending on inventory for the Escalade IQ, we could easily see some crazy deals on those as well. Matt Hawk, I'm waiting till we have confirmation on the tax credit ending. Already disappointed enough. No stripped down Model Y or performance still. We have to rush and miss Harbor 5 next year as well. Very annoying. Yeah, there's a lot of different factors that are coming into play with all of this. So I certainly see what you're saying. Mountain, I think the full self driving is not used as much as people on social media think it is. It's great, but expensive. Yeah, I mean, we used to see reports like the take rate of full self driving on Model 3 and Model Y sales was like less than like 10%, much higher on, of course, Model S and Model X. I'm curious to see with all this different full self driving hype that's been happening recently, what's the take rate these days? And is it a little bit higher because of like the Robotaxi and everything that's going on? I want to see some 6 to 7K off Model Ys. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we could easily see that. And I bet we see that in the next week or so as the 1.99 ends and everything, all the different promotional offers end very, very soon. In this next topic, How the use of robotaxis will actually sell more Tesla. It is pretty simple. If we start to see more robotaxis on the road now that it's in the Austin area market, we'll start to see them being rolled out to other markets as well. Just the general hype of a vehicle that looks like a Model Y being on the road driving by itself without a driver, that will start to leave impressions elsewhere that people will start to think like, hey, that vehicle looks like a Model Y and I can buy a Model Y. My Model Y can do that with being able to drive me to my location and everything. So just the physical element or just like the brain connecting and seeing that will sell more full self-driving and ultimately actually will sell a lot of more Teslas, I think, because of just like that cross pollination you want to speak from that. But Dave actually kind of pointing this out. If you try out a Waymo and you like it, you can't buy one. If you try out a Tesla Robotaxi or like it, or even think about it, or even see it, you can order a Tesla in a minute on the website. Interesting to think how Tesla Robotaxi can positively impact Tesla sales or vehicles going forward just by the likeliness of it going out there. And so I certainly agree with this. Of course, you can't necessarily buy the same functionality just yet with like unsupervised full self driving. But I mean, even if you can get like a slither of that or 50% or even 80%, it could push the more awareness of full self driving and Tesla vehicles. Because I bet like some of you out there watching right now, you probably looked into like the Robotaxi thing, watched the video, and you're excited probably to be able to try a flavor of that on your Model Y that you're purchased with the free full self driving. And that's why if you use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, you can get 3 months of full self driving. So you don't even have to spend the extra money and really try it for yourself to see how it actually is. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. I certainly feel like the Robotaxi awareness or hype will do much better for Tesla because really there's no other manufacturer or other brand that can do that currently as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. YLN, if tax credit ends in September, do you think Tesla will lower the price to offset the non existent incentives? I don't think they'll rip the band aid right away, but essentially, yes. I think they'll have to get more aggressive to be able to get to hit those same price targets like 299, 399, 349, whichever it may be as well. Do you have any predictions on when the 2026 Model Y Performance might officially release? Curious to hear your thoughts. Chase, yeah, I either think it's going to be next month or in the next 2 months, or it's going to be a lot later than that, September to October, like some of the other rumors have pointed out. But thanks for jumping in, everyone. Thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.